What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those catching replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications from these live chats. And take part right along with us. So, more than likely, this is going to be the only stream this week. It is a very busy week. Got a backload content and everything this week because we'll be leaving Saturday morning, like pushing it as long as I can. To be so, I can be there for the rehearsal. I'll be there a few hours before the rehearsal dinner on Saturday, and it's gonna be a busy week because I'm gonna have content through the weekend, and just the exhaustion that is set in. I'm 18 days out from the stage right now. I'm just wore out. Everything's extra fatigue at this point, as getting leaner, and wanted to get on and talk to you guys. We'll bullshit, talk some fragrance, and whatever have you for an hour or so. It depends. We'll just kind of go with the flow. I don't plan on doing 2 hours. I really don't have the time to do 2 hours today. So hour to hour and a half is the plan. I appreciate those of you that are able to join me. As far as what we're wearing today, I decided to go back to the well with House of Destan's 5 Senses. I am digging this one. This is actually really damn good. I strongly encourage checking this out. Aromatic Fougere meets kind of gourmand. I got 4 sprays on because I'm just hanging out, talking to a camera. Do I need more than 4 sprays? I had a comment yesterday on a older Scent of the Day short saying, I noticed this dude likes to choke people out with his 5 sprays. You never need more than 2 on anything. Some of you are laughing right now because it's like, I get called a sissy sprayer for doing 5 sprays, but then I have the random fuck that thinks like 2 sprays of Versace Man with wrestle choke somebody out or something. It's wild. Like, it's hard to think that's a real comment. It seemed like a real profile, and like he was very serious. And in his not into fragrance like that world, I'm sure 2 sprays of everything is going to choke everybody out. But I thought I literally laughed out loud. I was like, this can't be real. And I clicked his profile, and it's like a 17-year-old profile, and public subscriptions are on. He subscribes to all kinds of stuff. Like, it's a real person. Not Bernards are real people too, but you know what I mean? Like, it's this actual person was serious. I was like, wow, that's all right. Yeah, everybody's different. Definitely not normally in the fragrance algorithm, this guy. So I just ended up on his algorithm somehow. So, but moral of the story, check that out. 4 sprays to 5 sprays is actually plenty to just go on about your business, especially to chill in the room and talk to a camera on a live stream. So we got 93 in the first 3 minutes. I appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up on the way in if you don't mind. We are drinking an energy drink today. No 77 Up Tropical Sugar Free, which that was the member stream, so a lot of you don't know. That's what it was yesterday. We got C4 Strawberry Blast here today. Local Walmart's out of Ghost Welch's grape right now, so make the best of it. I like a lot of the C4s, so that's why I usually, when in doubt, instead of getting a bunch of other Ghost flavors, I'll just get a couple of C4s because I got some good flavors. So, John, good to see you, sir. Coach Open Road, peppery, aromatic, little hit of lime. Good stuff. Haven't worn in a while. I could say that for so many fragrances. It's unreal. Good to see you, sir. Sauvage EDP and Electimus Imperium. Great 1-2 punch. Very versatile. I bet you got a couple of compliments today. Off 9 p.m. We got Coconut Lagoon. Excellent choices. Sential Harmony Figaro. Not familiar. Marcus, good to see you, sir. Tarothi Blue. Spicy grapefruit, basically. Nitro Red for Blaine. Excellent choice. Prada de l'Homme. My first Iris fragrance that started me down the path of Iris being my favorite note. Kenzo Ohm EDP Leather Aquatic. Frederic Malle Vetiver Extraordinaire. Solid release. Like I said, I've said this in the past. I got asked this over the weekend. Is there a single Frederic Malle I like? And I'm like, no, not one. And it's not that I don't like any of them. It's that I don't like any of them enough to buy a bottle. Vetiver Extraordinaire is one of the ones where I think is actually pretty good. It's just, if I bought it, I'd just have it. And I got too many fragrances that I just have. So when it comes to niche, I try to go after stuff that's more my style, such as Creed Original Santal, for example. Big fan of that one. Oman Luxury. There's some pricey stuff. Voyage. Saying hello to everybody. Kenneth, good to see you, sir. Supremacy Collector's Edition, one of my favorite releases of last year. Leighton that's a kind of goated. Just saying. 2 unsolicited compliments today with Argos Danye. I sure hope you weren't asking for them. They should be unsolicited every time. Don't go around, hey, can you tell me I smell good? Just picking. Great choice, though. Soft woods, kind of the base DNA for a lot of his newer fragrances. L'Odyssey Vetiver, so underrated. Got cheap quick, too. So underrated. Perseus is coming Wednesday. I can't wait. That's a great fragrance. That's another conversation from yesterday's stream that not everybody will be familiar with. Dior Homme Parfum, the original. And speaking of goated, that's a friggin' masterpiece. What's going on, Randy? I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm wearing my ass out. Had a great check-in this morning. My coach was over the moon. Over the moon with the photos, and I weighed 171.4 this morning. Not completely dried out or anything like that. We still got time. That's what peak week will be. Water load and then dry out and dehydrate. But we're starting to lose more and more water. But yeah, John was over the top excited. I actually ended up posting some of the pictures on a little 4-picture collage on my Instagram stories. Best check-in to date, brother. Are you doing upper body workout Tuesday or Wednesday at Fitness Junkie? Because he wants to do an in-person check-in. So Thursday we're going to do that. So I'm at 360 again tomorrow for back. I like the back of camera strength back equipment over there better. That's why I go to 2 different gyms. Certain workouts I like to do at one, certain workouts I like to do at the other, and then for legs, there's things I like to do at both of the gyms. And I do legs twice every 3 to 4 days. So today was at 360. Friday will be at Junkie. So back and forth. No, not everybody cares about the fitness stuff, but boy, you picked the wrong time of year to tune into my live streams if you don't want to hear about bodybuilding. Because it's my life year round, but especially at crunch time before we're about to get on stage, that's for sure. But I appreciate it, sir. I haven't tried anything else from Namari. Porthole is a great first step into that brand, though, I will say. Got it half off. Yeah, that's pretty damn cheap. Another one wearing Sauvage EDP. We got 2 in the you know what? So I don't forget, we did this with Invictus Platinum last time. Let's say you gentlemen are inspiring me to bust mine out tomorrow. I'm going to wear Sauvage EDP tomorrow. Sometimes it's that fucking simple to pick a scent of the day, right? Notice the shoe boxes are down. That stack's completely gone. The tower with the hoodies, all the extras over here is down. And I built the 96 pair shelving setup in the spare room, which filled up quick. I didn't finish taking stuff out of boxes that I wanted to, but it made a huge difference because there's actually more that got taken from here that you don't see because the other side of the standing desk, because under the standing desk was just full of shoes because the standing desk is like 2.5, 3 feet deep. I can record from it again, no problem. But like all the underneath of it is completely full, and then this is like the wall of shoes going around it and everything. So quite a bit got pulled out, and then I was able to put because a lot of this stack was foam posits and some Jordan 1s, but all the foam posits got to go back in that closet with the other foam posits because I needed to take some stuff out of it, like dunks and stuff like that, and SBs I wanted to put in that shoe rack and so on and so forth. Just catching you guys up, but you inspired me with Sauvage EDP, sir. Both of you gentlemen wearing it. Mango Ugoso, hashtag Ross I trust. Miss Kara, good to see you. Noir Extreme, that's a great fragrance. One of these days I'll buy the damn parfum because I do like the parfum a little bit more. I've tried both. Well, happy birthday to you, Dad. I hope y'all have a great time. Yusuf, good to see you, sir. Legend EDP, that's still Legend Blue moved up there as a close number 2, but I think Legend EDP is still the best one. The best one ever was the Intense, but that's been discontinued for years. So I think of what's on the market, the EDP is the one. Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, but we got some staples in a man's fragrance collection being worn today. Excellent choices, guys. Let them know, sir. Let them know. Follow IFBB, but if you do, I've had a few people ask. I really am not really paying attention. I pay attention to the Olympia and the Arnold for the most part. And then the stuff that friends like Butch is going to be on the same day I'm on stage. My friend Butch is going to be at the Miami Pro. He's a master's physique. He's 54. He's a little bit shorter than me and he weighs less than me, but you'd swear he weighs more. The shape this dude's in. He's 54. Butch is my hero. This motherfucker. And look, Butch is me, just a little bit shorter. He is me when I'm 54. The earrings, the gauges, the tats, bald, like, that's my guy. that's the main person, because we both go to the same gym, both gyms. And when we see each other, it's a bullshit session for 30, 45 minutes. And we take turns. Who's going to go up to the other one? So one of us doesn't. So at least one of us can keep working out in the conversation, because we know we're going to fucking talk for 30 minutes and lose a pump. At least one of us can keep a pump going. So like last time I was training, he came to me. That was 2 days ago. So, it was Saturday. So next time I need to go to him when I see him so he can keep training. Speaking of pros, he's an IFBB pro friend, real good friend of mine. He'll be on stage. That's the kind of stuff I keep up with. Michael Gasaway, friend of the channel. Whenever he did San Antonio, I was keeping up with that. So it's people that I'm friends with that are pros I keep up with, and the two main shows, Arnold and the Olympia. But I haven't picked anybody to win. Who knows? Who knows? Good to see you, Sally. Coraso Bay. Ended up being a cloudy day. That's going to make Joel very happy. He's a big old fan of that one. Mr. Roy, good to see you, sir. Hima Jomo. Spring and Bome, I believe. Zaharoff signature Halfeti back. Black Rose. Mugler Alien from the saga. Always a pleasure. Nishane's Ambra Calabria. Great choice. Double test today with Meteor and Orage. What do you think about Orage? If I ever buy another bottle from Louis Vuitton, it's going to be Orage. Orage is the jam. It's been a while since I've smelled it, but it's so good. Grim, good to see you, my man. Gentleman Reserve Privé, funny enough, I put it in the thumbnail. I just put random stuff in the thumbnail. It's like, hey, let's talk fragrance. It's not like we're specifically talking about those, but oddly enough, Reserve Privé is in the thumbnail. Good to see you, my man. Not familiar with that one, Fuzz, man. Seraphine Blue, forgot how much I love it. I have not forgotten how much I love it. Great choice. Definitely a great choice. John Stamps, I have Drakkar Blue and Light Blue Sun. Ooh, you never hear about that one. It's the sunscreen version of Light Blue. The coconut gives it a little bit of sunscreen, and I'm ready for it. I'm going to grab Drakkar Blue. I've heard a bunch of people have told me it's available here, there, all over the place. When I see it pop up at one of my usual spots online, I'm going to grab it. I'm not like some big rush, but I know I would say probably within the next month to 2 months, I'll own it, I'm sure. I wore Torino 21 today. Hated it. Really? It's so inferior to what it was trying to emulate, which is the long discontinued Creed Selection Verte. So Preak 1, some people might call you a prick because there's a lot of Torino fans in this chat. Anyone that's a huge fan of Torino 21, please be nice. Everybody's opinions are welcome on fragrances. I'm surprised at this opinion. I'm not mad at you for it. Hey, there's some stuff that I just don't like either. But there's some big fans of that fragrance. Shh, don't say it too loud. There's some big old fans of that fragrance in this chat, my man. Welcome to the stream. Pour on by, shame on me, I don't know what flag that is, but good to see you, Dakota. Recommendation that end up ranking near a 10 out of 10. Oh, I've tried Suspiro Basso. I got a decant from Tazo. When me, Tazo, and Dedrick did that decant swap last year. I tried it. Yeah, it's really good. Good citrus. I didn't rank it that high, though. Not that high. It was like an 8.5 or something like that. I ranked it. Terre Mezzi Solo Blue. It's in that realm for sure. Citrus and woods. Yeah, for sure. Good to see you, sir. Precious treasure. Great choice. Good luck with your show. Hit the like button. Yeah, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I forgot to do. I put them in my cart early. I want to buy the body fat calipers because I gotta be like 7, maybe 8%. I'm thinking that's pretty much where I'm at. Let's don't mind real quick. There we go. All right, just real quick. Pull that down. These are check-in photos from this morning. Like, obviously I got my loose skin and shit, but that's fasted. Not a bite of food in me. This is after cardio. No pump, no nothing. I'm starting to get like striations in certain spots in my quads. Separation's really setting in. I mean, look at my obliques. I mean, I still got some little stubborn areas to drop a little bit more body fat and everything. Like, I'm not there yet. I'm still 18 days out. Condition will continue to improve, but Christmas tree is going to be hard to get because there's a lot of loose skin rippling up at the back, but you can see where it's wanting to come out. It won't be as tight as I'd like it to be, but it's just going to continue to get better and better. But this is fasted, no pump, no nothing. That was check-ins this morning. I'm getting there. For 18 days out, I'm in much better condition than I was last year. I'm bigger, I'm more proportioned, my legs have improved. So I gotta be 7 or 8%. I'd like to get down to like 4 or 5 for the second show, because obviously the conditioning is going to continue to improve. Because I got another show a month after the one that's coming up. So, and like this was my legs with a pump today. This was 2 exercises in. See a lot of separation. And you can see these striations. One, it's mainly on the smaller quad. The smaller quad's the more defined quad, which is my right leg. My dominant leg's my left one. That's why it's the bigger quad. It's my my spike leg, as they like to call it. That's the one you spike out because it's the bigger quad. But you can see all these striations starting to come in this glute. Quad. And then the hamstring is shadowing a little bit, but it dips down quite a bit. We're really starting to get more and more separation. And this isn't like the end of the workout. This, like I said, I did leg curls and I was doing isolateral hammer strength leg press. The hammer strength leg press where you do the individual legs. I was like 3-4 sets in right there. So it's not like I was even deep into my workout. And I was starting to get some pretty good blood flow. So I went ahead and stopped, took a couple of progress shots real quick. But we're getting there is my point. So definitely improvements. I mean, it's almost daily improvements at this point. This was, did 30 days out. So that's 2 weeks ago. And you can just see in my lower back, it's continued to improve. And the hamstrings has continued to improve. This was 12 days ago. So just a couple days over a couple days, just more and more improvements. So thank you for letting me share that with you guys. I know not everybody cares, but I'm living this shit right now. So look, if I win my class, am I stepping on stage next to class B, C, and D, the bigger guys, and beating them? The likelihood's pretty low, but I just want to at least be competitive. I want to win my classes, Masters over 40 and Open A for Classic Physique. I want to win my classes. That's obviously number one. But if you win your classes, you step on stage in the overall against the bigger classes. So we'll see. They don't really do a Masters overall, unfortunately, against all the other Masters ages. They should. I don't know why they don't, but because they got 35, 40, 50, 60, 70. They got multiple age groups of Masters for Classic Physique. But where was I? For Cinco de Mayo, should I wear Gentle Fluidity, Silver, or Platinum Ego East? Just wearing a polo. Either. Literally either of those. They're going to do they're birds of a feather. So just eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And I'm dead serious. And then whatever you land on, that's your answer. Very, very similar. My wife hasn't worked in years. See, I literally hear her doing dishes right now. How are you, sir? Glad to finally see you live. Just curious, have you ever checked out the Confessions of... I've never even heard of this. Welcome. But no, I've never even heard of this. Evening Mystique, Rosé, and Triple X. Hell of a combination, Devontae. All right. Port Homme. The original Port Homme or signature Port Homme? Because Port Homme was like 1997 or 99. I think 99. Signature Port Homme is 2018. They're different fragrances. My first live session. Welcome. Good to see you. Best blue type fragrances that have better performance than a fart in the wind. What? Every blue fragrance. So I'm going to give you, all right, I got to be me. I'm going to give you stupid answers for a stupid question. Better performance than a fart in the wind. That makes it a stupid question really fast. So, and literally all of them. So you probably think a lot of different fragrances are 30 minutes and it's gone, bro. So based on asking something like that, come on, man. You gotta do better. Let's do better. Blue fragrances are known for being pretty good performers. So, like, literally all of them. Literally all of them. That is a stupid question. I'm sorry. It just is. I can't. I'm not going to sugarcoat and just pretend it's not. Scent Bubble, good to see you, sir. 2 sprays, my skin would eat that for breakfast. That's what I'm saying. Now I know where I'm at in the conversation. 2 sprays, right? The only time I would even consider 2 sprays is something that's a nuclear performer. I do have a couple of fragrances that are 2 sprayers. I totally do that. Spray at least 5, unless it's super powerful. Me and you, we right here. Hell yeah. Ooh, Neo from Zerzov. Excellent choice. Jeffrey Zero. Royale Triple X. Dude would hate me, then I don't think 2's enough for anything. I mean, well, it depends. Like I said, I got a couple of them that I could totally do 2 and gas a room out. You know, maybe not a ballroom or anything, but like a regular size room or a larger room. Yeah. Like a Black Orchid, Dark Orchid from Amarud. 2 sprays is plenty on that one. Versace Mano Fresh, speaking of, scoops some Tatum ones at Ross today for $65. Check your Rosses and Burlingtons, guys. There's all kinds of crazy shit out there, depending on your area. Gucci Guilty Love Edition, I'm assuming. Yeah, I do 6 sprays. My standard's 5 to 7. When it goes to at least 7 is if I do one on the top of each forearm, which I did that like 2 days ago. I forgot what fragrance it was. But I usually do at least, 5 sprays around my neck. And then anything beyond 5 sprays is usually going to other places. Rafe, good to see you, sir. Infusion de Vetiver. I haven't tried that one from Prada, but I mean, you never go wrong with anything from Prada, right? The Candy Ghosts are leaving. I didn't hear that. They lost the licensing. I'm assuming Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that. That's the candy ones. I'm assuming those. Yeah, Ghost is my go-to as well. Bad Boy Extreme. Nice, sweet fragrance. Great choice. And I tried Welch's Grape Roast, and absolutely, like you described, is very, very good. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I love having that with my first meal. Yes, if I had one, that's what I'd save it for my first meal of the day. It goes really well with 96% lean ground beef, 2 whole eggs, oats, and blueberries. It goes great with it. It's the icing on the cake that is my repetitive breakfast. Which I love my breakfast. I really do. I like my oats and blueberries with my beef and eggs, but what sets it off is that Welch's Grape Ghost. It really does. Scalp when drinking C4. I like the brutal honesty, or am I just a little bitch to energy drinks? Yeah, I don't have any issue with it. No, yeah, I haven't had any issue with it. Do you drink a lot of pre-workouts? Beta-alanine and stuff will give you that on your skin. So if you're not used to it, I could see where you might have that. Because I believe in certain ones, there's a little bit of beta-alanine. I think there's some in this one, in C4, because this is technically a pre-workout. Yeah, beta-alanine. So they have a certain dose of it in here. If I can get this to focus, there you go. So they have a certain amount in there. That's probably what's doing that to you. Gives you that skin crawling effect if you're not used to it, if your body hasn't adjusted to it. I appreciate that. Good to see you, sir. Welcome to the membership. He's been very, very active on the channel, I gotta say. We picked him up in Dedrick's live stream the other day. Welcome to the family. So glad I got this fragrance. You and me both. I love that one. I wore it last week. It's the most recommended fragrance on this channel. I'm a huge fan of that one. And see, I'm not a big fan of the monsters. When in doubt, I'll go the route. Didn't mean to rhyme, just kind of worked out that way, but it's not too often I go to the monsters. Born in Roma Intense. I mean, amazing stuff. I like all of them. They're redundant to one another, especially the extra dose. I like the extra dose the most, but it's very redundant to the original and the Intense. Very redundant, but if I have to pick one, it is the newest one, I gotta say. Let's see. Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. Look at that acronym, huh? It is a mouthful. Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. What a name. Urban Man Elixir. Tonight, definitely getting the Sauvage, Aventus, and Victus mix in that order. Yeah, for sure. I agree completely. Cosmorati Mephisto, my favorite Xerjoff fragrance. You get a soft live stream clap. Great choice, sir. Great choice. What's up, James? Wearing Dylan Blue. Speaking of Dylan Blue, sir, that asked about blues that perform better than a fart in the wind. That one performs better than a fart in the wind. Good to see you, James. Great grab for me, always works. Pulls compliments, Club EDP. I think Club Parfum, same. EDP, even more versatile. That's for sure. The Elixir, very dressy. Nice earthy iris and vetiver combination. Sterling Soap Company Sandpiper. Hoo-hoo. Great choice. I have the shave set. That smells like Lanouille de Lome, for those of you that didn't know. You prefer Silver Mountain Water or Mephisto? I like Mephisto. My wife prefers Silver Mountain Water. I prefer Mephisto. I like the floral component to it. Take away the tea and give me the florals, which I love Silver Mountain Water too. Don't get me wrong, but if I have to pick one, I'm definitely going Xerjoff here. Ocean Noir by Michael Malone. That's a great aquatic too. Coconut Breeze combination of Dylan Blue and Bleu de Chanel. I can get down with that thought process. I agree. Allure Homme Sport Extreme. Pretty good. I got got a bad bottle. It has no sillage or longevity other than skin scent. Did you get it at a discount online? Because I'm almost willing to bet you bought a fake. Because if any Chanel fragrance seems like it's a good deal, it's not real. If the Chanel is a good deal, it's not real. That's a rule of thumb online, because Chanel does not let their fragrances go to discounters as best they can. That's why you never see Bleu de Chanel at a discounter. You never see pretty much any of the Allure Homme Sports or their private lines or anything. Like Chanel keeps it close to the vest. So if the deal is too good to be real, yep, it's not real. It's not. I got bit by that on a Bleu de Chanel Parfum the first year, like first couple of months I had this channel. I got a deal on Bleu de Chanel Parfum. This shit was fake. I was pissed. Mer Shadow from Bon Parfumer. I guess I should open that one of these days. They sent this to me like a month ago. It's been sitting right here sealed. They sent it to me like a month ago. Guess I should open that one of these days. I'm assuming it's pretty good. If it's your scent of the day. And you can weigh in if you want to, no big deal. Because if I was in a rush to open it, I'd have opened it a month ago. I sit my phone on it. My phone's literally sitting on it, charging on it. I put it right there and just it's kind of there. English Laundry Cambridge Night. Oh, the last time I wore that, I want to say, was the beginning of the year. I reached for it just for the hell of it. Yeah, it's still the best one to me. Grease Yarnell EDP, slowly becoming my signature scent. That's a hell of a signature scent. That's how you stand out right there. Ooh, another one from Prada, Infusion de Gingembre. I'm assuming ginger-based based on the name. On's a Cat 25. What are your thoughts on the rather unique fragrance? I've never even heard of it. Never heard of it. Scent of the Day, Essence de Blanc. All right, I've never tried that. I've heard that one. I've just never tried it. Pear Potion. And holy shit. LOL, it's good. Don't really like the Ophidian Black Cherry. Really? See, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Black Cherry. Pear Potion's really good, though. It's fruity without being too sweet. Artisan Ethnique today. It smells incredible. Just got Coconut Lagoon a few days ago, and it smells great. I've purchased 15 colognes in the past month. Welcome to the addiction, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you, Antonio. Long time since I've been available to catch a live stream. John Barbados XX Indigo. That's a great blue that nobody talks about. I mean, anytime I say nobody talks about, I don't watch fragrance content. So everybody might be talking about it. I don't know. I go based off of what you guys say from others, because I really don't watch anybody else. But I like that one. I was pretty high on that one last year. You know, that was a really good cheap pickup. Very underappreciated blue. Love the avatar, by the way. Starting to check out more fragrances on my channels. No uploads yet, so you'll be doing some content soon. All right, well, best of luck to you, sir. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. Maddie, good to see you, sir. Old Faithful, Aqua Cynthia Blue. All the best in the final weeks leading up. I appreciate that. Well, we got a long stretch, so we got 18 days till I step on the stage for the first show. Then it's another 4 weeks to the second show. Then it's an 8-week reverse diet, so I don't get fat. I'm going to slowly raise the calories and everything. So it's really like another 3.5 months of the way I'm eating and cardio. which I won't have as much cardio after the second show. We're still gonna have cardio because you just kind of ease back into everything with the reverse diet. Because I'm trying to stay no more than 10 or 11% body fat in the off season. So ain't gonna be no jars of peanut butter to snack on and Cadbury eggs. Like, I ain't buy none. I don't know. Like last year, I had boxes and boxes stacked up from Easter for when the show was over. I didn't do that this year. I'm not buying no big peanut butter cup cheesecake and shit for post show. None of that. Nope. I'm the leanest I've ever been, and I want to stay as lean as I can. And I'm taking a good 18-month off season. So with 2 months of downtime, I'm gonna have surgery next year for the loose skin. So yeah, so we're just gonna slowly add on some lean tissue little by little. If when it's all said and done, I can add about 15 pounds of lean tissue in like 18 months, I'll be in good shape and maintain a pretty vascular lean physique the whole way through, and get the loose skin tightened up. I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. But that's a lot of sacrificing with the way I eat, which I'm willing to do. I am willing to do. It is my lifestyle now. Austin, good to see you, sir. Orthoparisi seminalis. I've heard of it, but I haven't tried it. No, it doesn't smell like that. Like what? Opnon Supremacy Collector's Edition. We got 2 in the chat wearing that one. Also, I know you're a big fan of 1 Million Parfum. It is my favorite one. Yes, sir. Would ask you, I get a beachy feel. So that's the tuberose that gives it. So you're probably speaking on that kind of sunscreen feel that it gets, because most coconut notes will give you sunscreen. The way the tuberose and the solar notes come across give you that similar sunscreen smell. I know exactly what you mean. And yes, I totally do. I love it. I think it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Tomorrow, Silver Mountain Water or Mephisto. Answered that moments ago. Got to have multiple gym memberships. I got the only one Prime machines around me. Love their equipment. Hell yeah, man. It's been 6 months already. I'll be damned, Jason. All right. Moscow Mule, that's beautiful. That's so good. People want to just shortchange it and say it just smells like Nautical Voyage. Yeah, the opening's similar to Nautical Voyage, but it's a deeper fragrance. All the ginger and everything. It's really good. I like it a lot. Club de Nuit limited edition parfum. Good stuff. DJ, good to see you, sir. Mr. Newt, always a pleasure. Straight to Heaven Extreme. Yeah, it's been a little while since Newt's been in here. Wearing my one and only designer. So this ought to be interesting. Ralph's Club, I'm assuming he meant Elixir or EDP. That might be EDP. Is the X by the D? Yes. The X is right under the D. So he meant Ralph's Club, EDP. Basic, very generic. Lavender woods, woody aromatic. I mean, it smells good. I'm not hating on it, but you like that? That's a lavender fragrance. I'm very surprised. Lavendin is the main note in there. I'm shocked because there's this inside joke with me and Kalen, because he does not like lavender heavy fragrances. And he's telling me his only designer that he's actually wearing today is based around lavender. So you're either trolling me, or for some reason that specific lavender fragrance just works for you. That's hilarious. Yes, it's a smoother though, much smoother, warmer. The violet leaf doesn't really give it an aquatic feel as much as it adds a little bit of metallic. It's got a warm, fruity smell. It smells like a warm red apple, even though I don't even think that's in the notes, if I remember correctly. Let's take a look. I don't even think apple's in it. Yeah, they don't have apple. But it still has this like warm, fruity smell to it, like a warm red apple. But it does smell like the original, but it is better. It's definitely better, I think. I think of what's available that's similar to the base DNA, it's the best one. I think Legend Blue is a good close second. Yeah, it's really good. Really, really good. Let's look at the originals note breakdown. So that one's much fresher, but it's also much more musky and synthetic, whereas the EDP is much smoother. Much, much smoother. That's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. We'll have to touch base after the summer. Summertime's when late summer's when the off season's going to hit, and it might have to be the fall. It all depends, because it might be in the middle of some stuff that you guys might be interested in. come late summer, early fall. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Yet to be determined. Maybe that's the target, though. Just saying. So, to be determined. It's totally not a no. It's a yes, we definitely will. It's just a timing thing. It's a timing thing. That's for sure. How many shoes? Couldn't tell you. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. A lot. A fuckload. You haven't even seen even close to. If you've watched every video on my sneaker channel, that's not even close to all the shoes I have. What you see behind me, not even close to all the shoes I have. So I couldn't even tell you. A lot. A lot. English Laundry Signature. That's good stuff. All the English Laundry shirts. Good. Urban Man Elixir. Fooling Sauvage Lovers. What's up, my man? Warm weather leather niche on a saffron colonies. Excellent, excellent choice. Excellent choice. Hit the like button. Let them know. Just hit legs today, as did I. Mexican restaurant later. Musk Therapy or Toy Boy? I'm not a big Musk Therapy guy, so I'm going to lean to the spicy, fresh, spicy rose fragrance here. I'm going to go Toy Boy, personally. I haven't worn that one in a long time myself. I could say that for so many fragrances, but I haven't worn that one in a while myself. That's the one I'm going to say. That's what I would pick up the two. Ooh, waiting home the mailbox. Shout out to Michael Paul. You're going to like both of them. See, that's what I'm saying. If I do buy another bottle from them, that's the one. I don't want to spend the money on the one fragrance, you know. Now, like I say that, I spend that on a pair of shoes all the time. There isn't J's I can get for $50 that I love. You know what I mean? It's not the same as fragrances. Whereas fragrances, I can get stuff I love for $50 to $100 all day, every day. There's the affordable stuff that's amazing that aren't clones, you know. Terre de Mez. EDP Intense, man, it's just so damn enjoyable. That's one of the best designers released this year. I think one of the best overall fragrances released this year, personally. Could be some nose fatigue, though. You always got to consider that. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Layered two of my faves today. Got 10 compliments. Shit. Untold and Coconut Lagoon. I bet that does work well together. I could see that shit working well together. That's for sure. They're both sweet. One's a little floral. One's a little candy-like. I can see that working. Understandable. Understandable. Must be a bad bottle of that. Smells like old wet cardboard. Have you heard of this issue? No, sir. No, sir. This is the first time I've heard that. It might just not work for you, is what it comes down to. That's the game of definitely a prick. I mean, birds of a feather, man. I'm a prick too. I'm so far behind. I'm gonna have to skip. I'm gonna have to skip ahead now that we're getting to that joke just now. Yeah, I haven't. That's the dangerous game of rolling the dice with blind buying these affordable Middle Eastern fragrances. Not everybody's gonna feel the same about any fragrance, let alone these affordable Middle Eastern fragrances. You know? Out with the wife. I'll catch the replay. Electimus Imperium. That's two in the chat wearing it. Great choice. Have a great dinner. I mean, my favorite, best being favorite, Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. That's still my favorite. Polo Red EDP. That's my favorite Polo Red. Great choice. I was telling Joy, I talked to George on my way home from the gym. I was like, so I did a thing for Dead or Extreme. I told him about your win and what I gave away. And he's like, that's a great idea. I'm glad you did that. I was like, well, yeah. I figured since there's a real possibility it might be Dedrick's last live stream ever, it could be. I figured we'd do something special. And when I told him it was you that won, he's like, oh, I'm glad it's somebody like him that won. I said, me too. That's longtime supporter of both. Of course, you would know the answer to the question to win something like that. So that's awesome. For those of you who didn't know, for Dedrick's last live stream, I gave away a bottle of my new fragrance for when it comes out later this year. Dan had the right answer to the question. Dan is getting the bottle. Dan won a bottle of my next fragrance. So Tommy Bahama St. Bart's. Man, everybody should have a bottle of that. Everyone. Spray the hell out of it. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So, guys, I'm going to skip down a little bit. I apologize. I'm going to slowly kind of make my way down, but I really need to because I know I'm so freaking far behind. So, Papa Smurf, I see you, sir. Slowly making my way down. Again, I apologize, guys. I just have to skip down. The bar baby, what a great, gonna give me hell. Yeah, go for it, man. Spencer, good to see you, sir. Appreciate, sir. I'm off for Tora. Never tried that one. I'm familiar with it. I just never tried it. Good mint fragrances. If you can get your hands on a Zorro Wild Mint, I don't know if that's still easy to find out in the marketplace. That's a really good one. It's an Zorro Pour Homme flanker. That's one. Don't like when I wear strong fragrances. Fragrance Well, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. So slowly make my way down. Mo, always a pleasure, sir. So again, I apologize. I'm having to skip so many, guys. Just certain ones that catch me on the way down. Mikey, I see you. I smell. Artisan Black, I'm jealous. That's a good one. I like that watermelon note in there. So slowly making my way down. Beach Life's in the house. Good to see you, sir. Uh-oh, what'd you say about Coconut Lagoon? Just ordered. Oh, and wearing St. Bart's here Friday. Indomitable. Hell yeah. Who's your favorite bodybuilder of all time? Lee Priest. Lee Priest was a bad motherfucker. He's shorter than me. He was like 5'4". But yeah, that was a bad little motherfucker. And I was a big Chris Cormier guy. That was my other favorite, Chris Cormier. Obviously, everybody loves Ronnie, but yeah, I was a big Lee Priest and Chris Cormier guy in the 90s. So slowly making my way down. Frag by Itch, Mark Clive, Christian Rock Rose, and Protect Mason Ghost, Luminous X Straight. Gotcha. Kix Griffey, I see you, sir. I decided to throw on my Patty Samurai. I haven't wore this in a while. The red, white, and blue NATO. Just decided to toss it on. Got the, it's going to be hard to see. It's got the Patty wave dial because the lighting's not direct. There you go. You can see the waves. There you go. You can see it a bit better. So decided to, I got a bunch of Seikos. I need to get back to, I want to get back to wearing my watches because I've been wearing that Samsung smartwatch for years now. I hardly ever wear any of my watches. Lazarus Rex, long time no see. Appreciate the super chat, sir. Banana Republic, MEDP. Saw you clip from the bodybuilding show. Oh, dude, that was last year. I look way better than that now. I appreciate that, though. Yeah, must be talking about my routine from last year. Yeah, because that's pinned in my top of my fitness IG page, and it's a shorts video on my sneaker channel, which I'll probably put my posing routine on both channels this time around. And then, of course, it'll be on Instagram and all that good stuff. But I appreciate the super chat, my man. Eating right and running before I sign up to my local gym. Hell yeah, man. Health is wealth, as they say, right? Appreciate the super chat. It's good to see you, sir. So maybe it was just certain fragrances that turned you off, and it turns out it's not lavender. It was just those particular fragrances. I get it, because I was like that with coconut for a long time. It was mainly Guess 1981 Indigo made me nauseous, and I wrote off coconut. I love coconut fragrances, but at the time I was like, ugh, coconut, not nasty. Synthetic coconut fragrance is bad. Ugh, no. And it was just that one, which some of you right now, Guess 1981 Indigo, I love that. That's one of my favorite cheapies. That makes me nauseous. I gave that shit away years ago. But certain fragrances will do that to you. There were certain vetivers. I was just no-go on vetiver for years because they smelled like roach spray on me. So you have a good night, sir. You have a good night. Thanks for spending some time with us. So I'm still kind of slowly creeping down. Again, I apologize. Quest, I see you, sir. I apologize. I got to skip so much. I'm just so far behind. I want to get kind of caught up so I can be more current in what's going on in the chat. Yeah, the Sam did it with Lee Priest. The Trend Twins did it. I'm trying to think who else did it. Somebody did it with Platts last year too. A few people have done it. I think Miracle Bear and C-Bum did it too. I think the two of them jackasses did that together too. That pose. I mean, it is technically a Pepsi style bezel because it's blue and red, but yeah, that's my favorite. Once I got this NATO, I kind of left it. I do like the metal bracelet that comes on this one. Like there's a few other, like I've been kind of having my eye on the Tropical Lagoon Turtle. I think that's my next watch purchase. I want to get a couple more. I've been putting off getting a Hamilton Khaki King forever. I'm finally going to pull the trigger on that. And I've been wanting a Time XM79 for so long. Because, like, I know the bracelet looks cool, but it's like a hair puller, but I shaved my body. So fucking pulling arm hair, I don't have to worry about that shit, you know? And they're so cheap. Like the Batman bezel, the black and blue, it's only like $115 from Joma Shop. Cheap. From their eBay store, it's like $115. I've been wanting to grab one since it came out a couple of years ago. Because every couple of years, I'll buy 2 or 3 watches, and that'll be what's in the rotation for. Like, I've been having this in my black and gold turtle. Shit, I bought those when I first started working in Mercedes back in like 2017, 2018, something like that. I've had those for years. There are a few other Seikos that I had before that, Seiko Kinetics and stuff like that. Seiko's kind of like my go-to brand. But now I'm definitely getting behind. I got caught up talking watches for a minute. I'm not like break down the this is SRB. I'm not that guy. Reference number this, blah, blah, blah. And it was 1980 watchmaker brand was found. I ain't that guy. I ain't watch nerd guy. But I do like watches, you know. Yes. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling Rafe yesterday when he asked in the member stream. Like, y'all got to ask George. He told me let him provide the updates when it came to this situation. So that's what I've been doing. So if anybody that wants updates on 2010 and Bazan, make sure you're in the Z Lounge. That's because Z Lounge is mainly where 2010 got sold anyway. That wasn't like some public knowledge kind of thing because it's such a limited release. Technically on and off since I was a teenager. I'm 40. Early 2000s, in my early 20s was when I realized how much I was really into it, because I always had double-digit fragrances. Like I never had some massive collection, but I always had kind of in the teens of bottles. Once I got like mid-teen, like 16, 17 years old, I always had at least 12, 13 bottles of different things, have variety. Because I get new stuff before I'd finish bottles. And I'd finish a bottle and rebuy something and get stuff for Christmas every year. That was always my thing. Was I always wanted some. My dad, that was our thing. Every year he'd get me a different fragrance for Christmas. And then like my mom's best friend, like that was I got OP Juice. I got some Kenneth Cole stuff one time. I got Tommy one year. Like just every year I'd get something. Plus randomly throughout the year I'd buy 1 or 2, depending, from Dillard's. Ralph Lauren Polo, stuff like that. Now, early 2000s was when it hit me like, damn, I'm really into this, because I started creeping in the 20 some odd bottles at one time range. But yeah, long before I started making content. Like before I ever made a video, I had hundreds of fragrances. I would say my collection was every bit of 300 to 400 bottles before I ever even started making content years ago. Maybe even more than that. Might have even been around 500 or 600. Honestly, it's been so many years, I don't even remember. Making content for 6 years. It was probably like 500 range before I started making content. But I had smelled close to, I would say 1,500 different fragrances, 2,000 fragrances at that point. I just owned around 500. Just sampling different things through the years, Answered that already. Master, No Time to Die. In this Korea, got my hands on one. So one of these days, so there's 2 expensive watch purchases that I will make at some point. One, you true watch enthusiasts are going to go, ugh, when I say, and then the other, y'all be like, ooh, that's a beautiful watch. So let me give you the, ooh, that's a beautiful watch first. Some of you have heard me say the chocolate dial 2-tone Ever Rose Gold Yachtmaster 40. I will own that watch one day. Love it. It's my favorite Rolex. The other is a Super Ocean Breitling. Ice the fuck out. And I know a lot of you like, that ruins a watch. I don't give a fuck. I've always wanted something completely iced. I've had several different diamond watches over the years. Diamonds on the case, diamonds on the bezel. Never really had anything with diamonds on the band, but like Chrono 24s, the spot to buy stuff like this. I mean, I got eBay sellers and shit too, but yeah, Super Ocean, that's kind of in the range of like 12, 13,000. What it cost. I forgot how many carats, VS1 diamonds all the way around. Eventually, in a couple of years, I'll buy one of those, and then I'll get the Rolex. The Rolex is going to be even further down the line because the secondary market on those Yachtmaster 40 two-tones, that's even more expensive. So down the line, no rush. Eventually, that's the two luxury pieces I would like. One iced out and one for leisure and dressier occasions, you know. But that's down the line. But I'm good with my Seikos and Orients and like my Bambino and all that. I'm good with all that stuff for now. I do like a Speedmaster though. Speedmaster is beautiful. I like the Seamasters too, but if I was getting an Omega, I would go Speedmaster. And I do like the Tudor Black Bay, the red bezel Tudor Black Bay. Fragrances, shoes, every single fun dollar of mine is going to. Omega Seam. The Aquaterra is beautiful. Yeah. So they have a rose gold Aquaterra that came out a few years ago with some diamonds on it that I thought was gorgeous. That is a gorgeous watch. Factory set. Yeah, beautiful. Kate Alfresan, you spoke into your phone because that's not how it's spelled. The original though. Have a second gen orange monster that's triple valued since I bought it 8 years ago. All right, Seiko's best bang for your buck. Toyota's basically. That's a good way to look at it. They are kind of the Toyotas. They can take a beating, especially NH35 movement watches. Anything, because I got some Seiko mods that I got a Daytona with a meteorite dial that's got a, which quartz movement is it? It's quartz, but I forgot which Seiko chronograph quartz movement it is. And then I have a Seiko mod Date Just. That's got the NH35 in it, champagne dial, Jubilee bracelet. It's beautiful. That's probably the watch I'm going to wear for my brother's wedding. It's a beautiful watch. I don't sit there and try to pass it off like it's a Rolex. It looks like fucking Rolex. It's a Seiko mod. But I do like, I know some people hate the Seiko mods. It's homage watches at the end of the day, but it's Seiko guts and the Seiko dial, you know. I'm all for the Seikos. I ain't got Rolex money. I ain't got Rolex money. I mean, I could pay on a Rolex and buy one if I really wanted to, but that's not as important. That's not that important. One day, just not today. Yeah, I think he's pretty much canceled all the ones he had to cancel. AliExpress. Hey man, I'm a sucker for a good mechanical watch. I love automatic watches. There's certain quartz ones I don't mind, like my Cadola. Anytime you guys see me wearing that pink NATO black and white watch, it's usually my Cadola chronograph. I love that watch. It's probably the watch I wear the most still. Like I wore it last weekend when I don't wear my Galaxy smartwatch. I'm wearing my Cadola. That was one I got from Watch Gang a couple of years ago. I love that watch. It's beautiful. Sunset Swim, Coastal Breeze, California Vibe. They're all good for summer. But if I had to pick one, I'm going Coastal Breeze. It smells like Pacific Chill. Clomage is contemplate whether or not to try Polo Red Remix, but haven't tried the OG. So I've never tried Red Remix and Red Rush. Red Racing, one of these days, that PR package is coming in. I filled out the form 2-3 weeks ago. So everybody else been getting it with the trucker hat and all that stuff. My package will show up one of these days. See, I'm going to buy a Hamilton Khaki King eventually. I want the one on the bracelet with the black dial. Tell Sean this is why he should tune in. You never know. That's why a lot of the regulars here are regulars here, because we all have the same interests and hobbies. Even if y'all aren't into bodybuilding, you might like sneakers. You might like watches. You definitely like fragrances. You might like hats. You might like wrestling. That's all my interests, you know. I don't talk watches that often because it's like I haven't even, like it hasn't been much of a thought because I haven't been wearing any. And today I was like, I'm going to throw the Patty Samurai on. Shook it up a little bit, set the date and time, threw it on. And I knew somebody would say something because it changed on my wrist. It's not the usual blacked out Galaxy smartwatch. AE Fresh Mango Soap Aftershave. Also got Mango Ugoso. Looking forward to it. It seems like it may lean more feminine. I don't think it's all that feminine, personally. Coconut Lagoon. A lot of Coconut Lagoon talk in the chat today. Have Signature Rosé. Kate Alfreson Untamed. We did that review this morning. Scandal French Avenue. Really excited. Sounds like quite the haul. Captain, good to see you, sir. Had a Rolex and a Breitling. Gave both to my son. Now every penny I get gets invested. Amazing what happens to your money. Oh, yeah, you're a wiser man than most of us here. That's for sure. Your ears must have been your ears had to be burned the other day because we were talking fitness and I was paying you and George a compliment, which I've told you directly before. I think one of the last times I was on Joey's channel was how Captain, this is who I was talking about when I say George and John. This is the John I was talking about, guys, are in the top 1% of the fitness condition of their age bracket. John's in his 50s. John's got visible abs. Just to let you guys know, John's in shape. Good dude, too, but motherfucker takes care of himself, and he's a very wise man, as you can see. Captain's one of my favorite people in the community. It's good to see you, Captain. 2 Movados, $1,300 a piece, and they make me happy. It's a confidence booster. Certain watches will make you feel good when you put them on, just like certain fragrances. There's always that thing, that accessory that's a confidence boost for you. Watches are good for that, especially a good timepiece, something you would call a timepiece and not just a watch. That's something that'll definitely boost your confidence when you wear it. Retro 4's Fire Red, Black, White, Cement Gray soles. What do I think about them? I mean, what do you mean specifically? Because comfort, if you're wearing Retro J's, they're not for comfort. They come from the 80s. Ain't nothing was comfortable in the 80s. No shoes were comfortable in the 80s. Polyurethane is not comfortable. Polyurethane insoles, but not the midsoles. The midsoles are like bricks. But the Fire Reds are amazing. Fire Reds are amazing. Cement Grays come out back again this year. Invicta or Bust. Speaking of homage watches. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Hey, man, it's just a title. It's just a title. You'd be all right. To get to 100 likes. Are we there yet? Oh, here we go. We're dropping models. Cocktail blue. So the Presage cocktail, if that's the one I'm thinking with the I don't even know how to say the way the dial looks. Like it's almost like it's textured going around the dial. If it's that specific Presage that came out like 6-7 years ago, I'm jealous if that's the watch you're talking about. Because that is a beautiful watch. I've always wanted that. That's a beautiful dress watch. With the domed crystal and everything. Yeah. 5'9", 180. Tad small looking on my wrist. No worries, sir. No worries. You helped me through a rough time studying for the bar exam. I'm assuming you passed. I would say you probably wouldn't have brought it up. It would probably be a sore subject if you didn't pass. So congratulations. I'm going to assume you did. And thank you for the compliment. I'm glad I can provide some value for you, my man. Breitling Super Ocean. There you go. See, most people would just want the Super Ocean. And it's not a newer style Super Ocean that I want. It's one of the older models. And it can be the black or the cream dial. They got a few of them I've looked at. But I want a neutral colored dial, and I don't want diamonds on the dial. But yeah, butchered. It's a butchered watch. Has a lot of aftermarket diamonds. Some people hate that stuff. But, one of these days, I'll have that before I have the Rolex. And you guys will know just randomly. You'll see it in the video one day, years from now. Like, holy shit, you bought. Some of you will remember, like, you bought the Breitling? Yeah. And so, like I said, watch enthusiasts hate those things. Hate them. All the blinged out watches, they hate them. But it is what it is. Yeah, Saloma Shop, that was a great spot to buy watches long before they got in the fragrance world. Yeah, Joma Shop's where it's at. I bought a couple of watches from Joma Shop, and I never had any issue. Actually, no, not this. Wasn't my Bambino came from them? My Bambino came from them. I got a Gen 2 Orient Bambino with the Roman numerals, rose gold Roman numeral indices. Cream dial. Mm-hmm. That came from them years ago. Use my cell phone. Most people do. It's just an accessory just to have on, because the reality is, and most people do this, I got in the habit of looking at my watch, but for the longest time, I'd have a watch on, and when I go to look at what time it is, I'd pull my phone out of my pocket. I had to make myself break that habit because it's like, why am I wearing the watch? Use the timepiece. There's a reason you have a pretty decent timepiece, you know? And even when I would wear my smartwatch, I just got in the habit of just looking at the watch now. So that's a habit you have to break yourself of, because we're all guilty of using that device for every damn thing. Hell yeah. Starting to dip into that too. Hey, that's its own rabbit hole. That's a toxic fucking community. They make this toxic side of this community look like kindergarten. The watch community is full of fucking assholes. So hyped to try Coconut Lagoon. It's such a good one, man. It's around $30, you know. Everybody here rolls the dice on $30 fragrances all the time. If y'all ever valued my opinion on a fun fragrance, that's just a fun fragrance. And I'm super consistent with talking about that one. It's every week, you know. 30 years. Breitling Platinum GMT. Damn, Platinum. All right. Hey, man, the compliment's warranted. Good man, John. You're a damn good man. Nothing you haven't heard before. Fortunately, his head doesn't swell because everybody likes to tell Captain how good of a dude he is. It's not something he doesn't hear pretty consistently. I know me and George are pretty guilty about complimenting him. He's a good dude. We need more good people in this space. I'm not saying a bunch of you aren't good people, but I've gotten to know John for years now in this space. He's a really good dude. Nice standard watch instead of Apple Watch alternative. Yeah, because I want to get away from it. It's just, that's a habit to break too. It's like I have some nice automatics, some nice mid-level, you know, Seikos and you know, Orients and stuff, some respectable, affordable mechanical watches. Why am I not wearing them? You know, like this is such a nicer watch. Does it have all of the function of my smartwatch? No. Do I use all of the function of my smartwatch? No. I check the weather. I check the time. Yeah, this ain't going to tell me the weather. But boy, it's sure pretty to look at when I tell the time. It's substantial. It's tangible. It just looks more valuable. It has better presence. You know what I mean? Everything about it's just better than the smartwatch from, you know, as far as looking at in the feel. Wasn't planning on it. I don't have any interest whatsoever. Ingenious Ginger, beautiful, bright citrus fragrance. Partial to the Citizen brand. Citizen's a good brand. Damn good brand. But I do have one Seiko. Yeah, if I had to pick a brand, it's Seiko for me, for sure. Hamilton Khaki Field from Joma's shop. Took about a week, no issues. That's what I'm saying. It's something about their fragrances take forever. It's very strange. Appreciate that, John. I don't know if you were here earlier when we were showing the updates. My coach was over the moon with the check-in photos from this morning. I got to be like 7 or 8% right now. I know a lot of you saw this already. I just want to show John real quick because John's into the fitness and everything. So we'll show him the updates real quick. So bear with me for those of you that saw it already. Like, this again. So this was this morning. My check-ins, starting to get some striations in the quads and everything. This is fasted after I did cardio, so we're getting there. I got the loose skin again. If the skin was tight and not loose, I'd have some Christmas tree action going when I do the row motion before I go and spread the back to do the back double bicep. And then this was in my second exercise, doing legs today. Starting to get some pretty good separation and everything. So we're getting there. I'm 18 days out from the first show. I was 171.5 this morning. I'll be, when it comes to time for check-in, I'll be under 170, I'm sure, because we still got to dry out some more, and then we'll carb up for a day or two. Probably after check-in, we'll start carbing up. I would assume. Different coach this year, so I don't know his Mr. Miyagi methods. He is the Mr. Miyagi around here. That's his thing. He's Mr. Miyagi. So we'll see. John, he even said, "Oh, trust me, once we get in Alabama," he said, "that's when I'm going to work my magic." His exact words, because I go in on, I show up on Thursday, we check in on Friday, spray tan Friday, prejudging and main show on Saturday. Weekend of May 24th. So, but thank you for the compliment, John. Where was I? Right here. Movados are my favorite everyday watches. I wear my Blue Dial leather band the most. Coconut Lux. I need to get that in the rotation. I need to wear it this week. It's right here. We'll wear that the following day after we wear Sauvage. Le Male Le Parfum, beautiful, spicy, and powdery iris. That's the ones I'm talking about, but it was like kind of that almost, not quite baby blue, almost like an ocean blue, the dial, but that style dial that you're talking about, the Presage, that I still would like to own one of those. They're like $500 or $600, something like that, $700. Mid-range price point, I think. Yes. Never tried the balm. I don't know. No clue. Oh, you can't go wrong with Bambino. I was about to bring that with, I mean, I still could, but I was debating on wearing that for my brother's wedding, but I was like, I'm going to wear that Seiko Mod Date Just. That's going to look good with the suit. Fluted bezel and everything, Jubilee bracelet. Because normally I would go leather strap for a wedding, the suit, black suit and everything. But I don't know, I'm feeling stainless band. I don't know. And I think it's a good look with the Gucci belt. I think it just looks good together. So I'm doing that. I think it's got they got the flair from one another kind of blend together well, each other's flair. Cartier Santos XL. Damn, that's a beautiful watch. George has a solid gold Cartier. I forgot which model. He bought that in the 90s. That was his first big luxury purchase. I think when he opened it Nordstrom years ago. He's still got it. Beautiful watch. It's small on his wrist because that's before the 40 millimeters and bigger became a thing. I think it's probably like a 34, maybe a 36 millimeter, but I think it's like a 34 millimeter case. Beautiful watch though. Beautiful. Solid gold, solid yellow gold. Ugly as hell in my opinion. Really? You don't like the Santos XL? I gave him a compliment because I know what it is and what it means to him. Hey man, I think it's a beautiful watch. Especially the two-tone one that's got the yellow gold bezel on it, the stainless case with the yellow gold bezel, but still has the stainless screws in the bezel. That's beautiful. That's the Santos I like. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get your car blue. Blue fragrance and fougere. I've been waiting for it to, we'll be waiting for it to hit the rack stores. I mean, it's going to be about the same price as it will be online. But I mean, you can stand there and wait for it to show up at a store while I'm spraying it and have had it for 2 or 3 months. No, I don't have anything for Sphinx Beard. Sure don't. Terre de Mes, Ogivray, Brioni, Eclat, and Prodolome. Oh my God. That's like haul of the day right there. Shit, Blaine. Hell yeah, man. That's 3 bangers. I don't know. That depends on you, your setting, and the people you go around. I cannot tell you if you will get a compliment from any fragrance. I cannot tell you will that happen or not. No one can. And if anyone's like, oh, it's great for compliments, they're telling you about their own personal experience. Nobody can tell you what it's going to do for you. Just like it piss everyone off if every time I do a review and I get to the performance section, I'd say, well, there's no point in me telling you what it does on me because that's what it does on me. I don't know what it's going to do on any of you because it's going to vary, and then not tell you what it does on me because it doesn't apply to you, which is the truth. But people would get so butthurt because everybody's been conditioned to be told what it's going to perform like, even though 9 times out of 10, it's not going to do that exact amount of longevity, and you're not going to project the same. You're not going to smell it the same. You see what I'm saying? It's the same premise here with compliments. Ain't nobody can fucking tell you if you're going to get a compliment or not. You just got to wear the shit and see what happens. I have no idea. Now, have I gotten a ton of compliments wearing it? No. Is it something that I would think has the potential for it because of how it smells? Yeah, I think it's got high potential. But the probability, I don't know. I really don't. That's the real answer. I don't like giving influence answers. I like giving real answers. People fucking hate the real answer. They want the influencer answer. I give the real answers. And that's why some people love me, and that's why some people, I ain't coming back here. What's Michelle think? Michelle, would this give me compliments? Oh, hold your balls and beast mode. Shout out to Michelle. She'll give you the influencer answer. But just name that other channel. I'm not just picking on Michelle. I like Michelle. Name that other person. They'll give you the influencer answer most of the time. Some people will still give you the real one. Kuba will give you a mixture of the two. Michelle will give you some real answers too, but like you'll get influencer answers from most people. What's an influencer answer? The shit you want to hear. The shit you want me to tell you. Not what you don't want to hear. I just told you what you don't want to hear. The real answer is usually what you don't want to hear. Make sense? This is an intervention. Yeah, there you go. Galloway. Oh, I couldn't tell you the last time I wore that. Clean peppered iris, nice and soapy. It's amazing fragrance. Yeah, super strong too. Collector's edition is really good. Well, if you want that floral core, that floral heart, yes. If you want the one that's closer to Absolute Ventus, you want Club de Nuit Precious. You get a little twist with Supremacy Collector's edition. Mango Nectar Cream Snowball. I'm sticking to it. Thank you, Captain. Thank you. It's the best shape I've ever been in. I'm way leaner than I was last year on stage. I whooped last year's ass. And I'm not even dried out. I'm half it. Let me pop a half a diazide, get some of the water down, get a diuretic in me. I'd whoop Ross's ass last year. I'd embarrass last year's physique, which is great. That's exactly what you want year in and year out, right? You want to just destroy what you did the previous time. Improve, constantly improve. But that was the first show. It was a learning experience. This second time you cut it's technically easier because your body's been through it already. You know what you're getting into. You know what to expect. You know what does and doesn't work on your body a little bit easier. It's a constant learning process, but the more you go through it, the technically easier it gets. And your body can cut down quicker. You stay leaner in the off season. You cut down faster. You can have more refeeds to stay full while you're cutting, which I'm not full right now. I'm kind of flat. But I was staying pretty full up until about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Never tried that one. Never tried that one. I heard it's redundant to another one in the collection, if I remember correctly. The Plus series? I'm not familiar with the Plus series. VIP Sense, good to see you, sir. Strapwise, Scent of the Day, definitely going to be in the forefront of my summer rotation. Well, that's a damn good fragrance, sir. I didn't say it. You said it. I'll say it. This is how I really feel. I think everyone should wear a fragrance because they enjoy smelling it on them, not because they want another person to think they smell good and tell them they smell good. Because if you're seeking the validation of a confidence boost from another person, you lack self-confidence. I'm not picking on any one person. That's reality-based. That is reality-based, what I'm stating. If you have to seek the validation of another person to boost your confidence and make you feel good, if you need it, if you're seeking it, you lack self-confidence. And that's something you need to work on with yourself. If you're wearing it just because you enjoy it, that's the best. That's the best. I like smelling fragrances. I enjoy it. It's a bonus. It's just a bonus. It's something extra when I get a compliment from somebody. That's awesome. Sure, I want a compliment. I'm not going to turn it away. Like, don't talk about my fragrance. No, sure. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm wearing this and I appreciate that. Yeah, I think it's great. I love wearing this. Is one of my favorites for this time of year, whatever the situation. Depending on the compliment, depends on how far I'm going to go with my response to it. Might be quick and brief, might be a little bit more detailed of a story. I don't know. But wear it because you like to wear it. Don't wear it because you want a compliment. Let the compliments just kind of happen because they may never come. Because if you're wearing it for that reason and you never get them, oh, this fragrance is trash. Oh, these influencers don't know what they're talking about. And then you turn into a bitter little bitch in the comment section. When really you just lack self-confidence because you didn't get no damn compliment. Now you're mad. Because other people may get compliments, say they get compliments with the fragrance. It's this vicious cycle on the internet when it comes to fragrance, you know. Aaron puts out some good stuff, man. They're saying the worst things about the new FOMO fragrances. The worst thing, nothing. Saying the worst thing about the 2 FOMO fragrance is nothing. Okay, so they're really good is what you're saying, Rick. I haven't bought, I'll get them eventually. I had them in my cart last time I made an order. I ended up pulling them out because there was other stuff I wanted more. I'll get them at some point. I have the other 3, you know, or the other 4. I'll get them at some point. Let's skip on down. Do you have any experience using the shave soaps? Yeah, Caribbean Island. That one. 2 fresh ones I was interested in. Caribbean, another one, Acquaggio Profondo type note breakdown. Yeah, I haven't tried that one. I don't want snowflake answers. I want the truth. That's why I like it. Oh, I ain't changing. I'm the polarizing type. You're either gonna respect and love me because I say these things, or the sensitive will hate my guts and I'm this and I'm that and make posts and all this other shit. So, but I'm glad you're the first part. I appreciate that. I'm just having a good old time. I like being very upfront with people. You don't want to create a false expectation. What do I mean by a false expectation? If it's not really a possibility or the likelihood's really low of the outcome you're saying can, like this outcome's a possibility when it's really a super low possibility, why say that? Set realistic expectations. Especially if you're giving an opinion on something, this is opinion based what we do here. You got to set the realistic expectation. You can't just blow smoke up people's asses. I mean, people do, but I say it all the time. The longevity in this is you guys. Not a quick buck, not a free bottle, not a brand relationship. You guys are the longevity. Your trust, your respect. If you don't have that long term, the channels die eventually. They'll have high subscriber counts and low daily views. There's a lot of them in the space. Some that have been around for a decade plus. Their daily views are like people like Chad Secrets. Congratulations to him. He hit 75,000 subscribers today. He's been doing this for a little over a year. There's channels that come into this space in a year and get a silver play button. There's channels that have been here 15 plus years that'll never sniff a play button. And it's because of them. It's because of them. You know what I mean? It's the person. So it's all about the viewers. It's all about the viewers, right? So thank you for that. See, the compliment's great, but ultimately you should personally love it with that. I agree completely. I echo that sentiment, sir. Yes, sir. Lattafa Sublime. I don't think I've tried that one. This summer, okay. Supposed to be a clone of, I think one of them's supposed to, well, the last one that came out, the first T one, the 4th one in the series before these 2 most recent ones, was supposed to be Gucci Pour Homme 2 or Gucci Envy 2. One of them, whichever the popular tea fragrance, Gucci discontinued fragrance. I forgot which one. Gucci Envy, I believe. I was at Neiman the other day, and this guy straight up told me he only likes fragrances so he can attract women. He walked away with a bottle of Mentor. Well, at least he's got good taste. I gotta say, at least he bought that. He only likes fragrances to attract women. Okay. Let's say the fragrance is the bait on the hook that does pull the fish in. Are you the guy with enough substance to keep them entertained to stay around beyond that first night? Or are you shallow Hal? Because that's what that sounds like. Bag as many as I can and just douche loser type. Sounds like that's what he is. This is an assumption based on the information provided. Austin, you've met the person. You could probably weigh in a little bit further, but that's what that kind of thought process sounds like to me. Like I wear them strictly to pull women. I mean, teach their own. He's not wrong to want to do that. I just can't relate because I just enjoy fragrance. I've enjoyed the way things smell since I was a little kid. It's been one of the pure joys of my life is my sense of smell has been a pure joy in my life, my entire life. So I can't relate to that. But that sounds like a very shallow thought process, a very shallow human being. Same. It's all about the wearing experience for me. I never buy based on what I hear performance is going to be like, because I have no idea what it's going to do on me until I start wearing it. Yeah, I agree completely. And you know, there's weaker fragrances that have function. I said it till I was blue in the face this past. I'm wearing it again this week. It smells great. It's a great Invictus Aqua style fragrance. Jimmy Choo Man Aqua, that light blue aquatic type compact together. It smells really good. It's like 4 hours and I can't smell it anymore. It smells fantastic. I got a bunch of fragrance. It's super redundant in my collection, but I still like it. But I think everybody should have one like this. It's got function. Sometimes you don't need 10 hours. Sometimes 3 is plenty. And when you get back, you then, let's say you were running errands for whatever, you come home, you shower, you're getting ready for dinner, you want to put on your dinner date fragrance. Some fragrances, some strong fragrances will survive that shower. Now you're layering and it kind of blends with, you see what I'm saying? Which might not be a big deal to most, but to some, you want to clean the canvas before you go to painting again. Make sense? I appreciate that. Yeah, we're shutting it down here in about 10 minutes. We'll do about an hour and a half because definitely need to get my meal in. I'm on strict schedule at this stage. Is indifference. No one is reviewing. Oh, no one is reviewing it. Okay, I got you. Is that your way of nudging me, saying hint, hint, wink, wink, Rick? Is that what that means? Ultimate confidence tester. Wear the skankiest oud you can find. Haven't seen Paul in a while, but way to make a splash and say hello. Good to see you, Paul. Ajmal Crescendo of Oud. That is really good. I have that one as well. My lady hates it. My lady hates Amouage Overture, man, and I love it. She'll spray it whenever I'm in the mood, scent, regardless of how she feels. I love it. I'm wearing it. Wearing a fragrance is an active self-care. Well said. Well said. Like we talked about the confidence boost of a nice timepiece. Really nice fragrance you enjoy. That's a mood booster right there. Not necessarily just a confidence boost. It might literally lift your mood. That's very true. Oh boy, I changed a lot in a few hours. Endings is very different. I recommend it. Note it. Note it. Perfume is the spice of life. It's the colors we paint our days with. It's a confidence boost. It's self-expression. It's art. That's, again, well said. Beardsome, good to see you, sir. Vintage Radio. Have you tried Riff's Memento? No, sir, I have not. It's supposed to be an amazing, smoother version of Arabian's Tonka. Arabian's Tonka is good stuff, too. Looking forward to getting Coconut Lagoon later this week. Won't ask you about performance since you're not living in my skin. But the reviews were mixed. And every review is going to be mixed. You know, even when you have somebody, let's say you see 10 videos and everybody's saying it's a beast, more than likely it will be, but you might still get nose fatigue. And you're like, what are they talking about? I can't smell it after 2 hours. You might be getting nose fatigue. It's probably not going to be skin chemistry. This is usually the biggest difference maker. It's usually not skin chemistry. It's this. Everybody's got different levels of sensitivity to everything. You know? The people. Thank you for teaching me about. I'm sorry to hear about the lack thereof, sir. But I wouldn't call myself a teacher in any way, shape, or form. I'm just sharing the passion and opinions and experiences. That's all. But thank you for the compliment. Man. He was an interesting fellow. Sure. Yeah, I'm very seasonal with my fragrances. If I deem it great, perfect for summer, I won't wear it any other time. Or perfect for winter, I'm strictly going to wear it when it's cold. I'm the same way. Just a bonus. I agree. Yeah, but it depends on the stock. Like it says, ships in 1 to 3 days, ships in 5 to 8 days, because they're projecting when they're going to have the stock to then process your order. So it's not necessarily about once it's shipped. It's about them having the item on hand is where they got the nickname from. Chocolate peanut butter. I like the chocolate peanut butter. Maybe Givenchy. I don't know. I don't know of anything that's chocolate peanut butter fragrance, but I like chocolate peanut butter. Oh, God, why are we talking chocolate peanut butter? I can't have that. I did have 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter before this. That was my snack for the day. I'm allotted a tablespoon of peanut butter. but I had two. I had two. Cheated. Shame on me, you know. But I eat one less meal than I'm supposed to every day, so the calories, it shakes out fine, right? I'm supposed to have 6 meals. I have 5. But it's their store, so it's fine. It all depends on the seller. It's pushing 50 to, oh, wow. Oh. He's trying to fuck everything that moves then. Yeah, he's super shallow. Dino, good to see you, sir. Azaro Chrome Extreme, good stuff. Never tried that one from Anfar. Mushraba, I haven't tried. I've heard of it. I just haven't tried it. So let me skip on down. I appreciate that. Montrese, good to see you, sir. That Boya Ooze, nice and smoky. Smoky and a little earthy. Can't chat yet, apparently. Oh, well, yeah, you got to be subscribed 14 days. I was wondering why I'm just seeing super chats from you. Don't feel like you got to keep super chatting. But, yeah, you got to be subscribed for 14 days. It keeps some of the troll bullshit down. Make them work for it. They got to subscribe for 2 weeks before they say their one thing and get blocked. So you'll see it happen. Hang out. It'll happen from time to time. We'll go stretches without, and then all of a sudden it'll be every stream. It happens. But it's to keep that kind of riffraff down. My man, Kalen. Y'all think I buy a lot of sneakers. Boy, I was giving this dude a hard time last night. I'm going to put you on blast right now because it's a funny-ass story. He's sitting there sharing a video with me and Marcus, Polo and Jay's, right? All this unreleased heat, these Deions, this. And he's like, so I'm debating, do I tell the wife I'm about to spend a bunch of money on sneakers? Or do I not tell the wife I'm about to spend a bunch of money on sneakers? Of course, I chose the latter. And actually, I'm realizing I'm standing right in front of my wife saying that right now. Maybe I should have kept that to myself. And then the next voice message, he's like, man, she walked up in here with a $350 grocery bill. I'm like, man. So I said, dude, I didn't even finish listening to the message. I said, I'm at the beginning of your message. How dare you have the audacity to make a comment about a $350 grocery bill to feed your family when you were just talking about dropping like $800 on sneakers today? And I started busting out laughing. So this is my spirit animal for spending too much money on speakers right here. This gentleman. What's up, my guy? How you like that for an intro? Subscribe to Soulful Sensei. He's been doing a lot of sneaker content. He does his weekly fragrance rotations. Follow him on Instagram as well. Soulful Sensei. Floral that has me hooked. Frag Lover's tea's okay. And see, it depends on certain tea fragrances do it for me. Other ones is like, Montrese, I don't know if I acknowledged you or not, my man. I was going to, but what's going on, my man? We're about to shut it down. We got 2 more minutes. I wanted to do an hour and a half, and we'll shut it down. A good fitting outfit with your best timepiece. And French Defense is peak human experience. Hey, I won't argue with that. So for this weekend, I'm going to be wearing some really nice tailored outfits, nice watches, and I'm going to be wearing Baby Cat for the rehearsal dinner and Baccio Immortelle from Argos for the wedding. That's the 2 weapons of choice. Armani EDP. Armani what? Armani's the brand. Which fragrance? Very true. In my other profile, you still notice me as hilarious. Well, I mean, yeah. I have it. It's really good, too. It's really good. Nipple chargers. Oh, God, no. Hell no. Who would want that? Never tried it. Don't know. So, word to the wise. Ross, have you tried? Not just, hey, feedback. Why would you assume I've tried it? Never assume I've tried the 2 million fragrances that exist in the marketplace. I've tried a ton of them, thousands and thousands. But never just assume I've tried everything. People do it to me every day. What are your thoughts on this? Is this similar to this? I don't know. I haven't tried the or this that you're talking about. So, word to the wise. Have you tried? If so, what are your thoughts, sir? Please and thank you. You don't have to word it that way. I'm being an ass, but yeah, ask. Don't just assume because I've never fucking tried it. I've heard of the brand. I've never heard of that specific fragrance. Never tried it. Oh, for watches. I don't buy fragrances from them unless I'm desperate to get a certain fragrance, which is rare. Suggestion is fragrance. The person behind the channel makes keep it. I appreciate that, Blaine. Thank you, man. Well said, subscriber 23. Yes and no. Food challenges on YouTube. Yeah, yes and no. It all depends. I want the occasional snack. The food noise isn't too bad this time around. Last time it was bad, though. Indeed. I don't know. Don't count the calories. I have a meal plan, and I just follow it. I weigh my food, and I roll with it. Oh, that's all. I buy too many, sir. I buy way too many. It's a creamy fragrance. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Being back 70, my hormones were so effed up I could binge eat and wouldn't feel full. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm skipping. I got to get to the bottom, and we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, hell no. Hell no, I ain't doing that. So skipping on down, we actually made it to the bottom. We're going to be shutting it down right here and now. Well, I got worried. No. I mean, I don't hate Joma Shop. They fucked me over in shipping times. So many. That's where they got the nickname Sloma Shop. I appreciate you. Thanks for hey, fun fact. So we both listened to your message together. Guess what? The Ravens diamond. Well, I'm sure. So like I told him, the reason I won't get the Ravens diamond, he's buying stuff that ain't even been released. The Ravens colored diamond turfs, the Dion's. The only reason I won't get those is the little bit of purple is the only real difference aesthetically from the signing day black and gold ones that I have. Like they're very redundant to one another, so I'm not going to get those. But the all white ones, then prototypes, then bitches drop. I'm grabbing those. Oh yeah, definitely. But let's see. Finish the monster workout. How's training going? Scroll back. We talked about it a good bit because we're shutting it down, my man. I appreciate you asking. Just scroll back a little ways. I provided updates twice. We looked at pictures. We talked about a couple of things. We're shutting it down, my man. So I appreciate everybody spending a little time with us. Probably going to be the only stream I get to do this week. I got a very, very busy week. Like I said, later in the week, I'm going to be backloading a lot of content going through the week. Weekly rotation probably won't be till Tuesday because I'll be on the road Monday coming back to Florida, and I have to work out that evening. As soon as I get back, I bring everything upstairs and have a quick meal and head to the gym Monday evening. So because I'm not training Saturday and Sunday, but I'm doing cardio that morning at my mom's hotel because the hotel I'm staying at doesn't have any equipment whatsoever, and I have to do my morning cardio. So it's just a whole thing. But thank you guys for checking out the stream with me and spending a little bit of time. Thanks to everybody that provided some super chats. Welcome to the new members. Anybody that did renewals along the way. People that haven't been around in a while that come pop in. It was great to see everybody. And I appreciate you guys very much. Check out this morning's review on Kate Alfredson Untamed if you haven't yet. Not sure what tomorrow is going to be. Probably a topic of sorts. And yeah, on that note, y'all have a great rest of your day. And we'll talk soon. Have a good one, guys. And Miss Saga. Can't forget Miss Saga. We do have a lady present.